Let's get your Nebraska LLC set up correctly and make sure you aren't overspending on any unnecessary startup fees or ongoing expenses. Here are the 8 steps to create your LLC. Also, sign up below for a free LLC formation checklist. Step 1, name your LLC. The most important thing when choosing a name for your business is that it's unique. To make sure the name isn't already being used by another business in Nebraska, go to this page on the Secretary of State's website and type in the name you'd like to use. As you can see, you probably won't be able to name your new Mexican restaurant Chipotle. Include limited liability company or an abbreviation like LLC at the end of the name. You'll find links to the name search tool, the state's naming requirements, and resources for everything else we talk about in this video in the description below. Speaking of names, when you've decided a name for your LLC, I would immediately go and reserve a domain name for your business. I recommend getting a .com domain if available. Most domain registrars will charge from $10 to over $20 per year for a .com domain. We recommend getting your domain from spaceship.com because they have some of the best prices for domains for the first year as well as for the annual renewals. Step 2, choose a registered agent. In Nebraska, you may also see them referred to as an agent for service of process, like on the Certificate of Organization PDF that you submit to the state. A registered agent is a person or business that will receive important legal documents and notices from the state on your behalf and forward them to you. This address will be listed publicly, so I wouldn't recommend being your own registered agent and using your home address as your registered agent's address. Your registered agent must keep normal business hours Monday to Friday, and you can't use a P.O. box. If you want to keep your address private, or if you don't want to have somebody at a particular address Monday to Friday, we recommend that you hire a registered agent. On this channel, we've reviewed multiple registered agents, and our 2 favorites are Doola and Northwest Registered Agent. More about them later on in this video. Step 3, submit the Certificate of Organization to the Nebraska Secretary of State and pay the filing fee. You can submit online, by mail, or in person. If you file online, the fee is $100 and $110 if you submit a paper filing by mail or in person. When filing online, though, there's also a $3 card processing fee. Your certificate of organization will include business name with LLC or limited liability company at the end, designated office address, name and address of your registered agent, effective date, so the date the LLC will be created if you don't want it formed immediately when these documents are submitted, and the printed name and signature of the organizer, the person who's submitting this document. Step 4, obtain an employer identification number, EIN. This may also be referred to as a federal tax ID. Think of it as a social security number for your business. If you're the only owner of the LLC and you won't have any employees, you could just use your social security number instead of an EIN, but in most cases, it's better to have one. You may need one for banking, taxes, and for hiring employees. The application process is pretty straightforward and only takes a couple of minutes on the IRS's website. We have a video that'll walk you through step-by-step how to get one. Step 5, create an operating agreement. This document will state how your LLC will be managed. Nebraska law doesn't require you to have one, but I recommend creating one even if you're the only member of your LLC. Banks may also ask for a copy of your operating agreement when you go to open a business bank account. If you have a complicated situation with many business partners or investors, you may want to work with a lawyer to draft your operating agreement. But in most cases, especially if it's just you can use one of Northwest Registered Agent's free operating agreement templates that you can find on this page. Step 6, open a business bank account. This will make it much easier to keep separate your business and personal expenses and assets. It will also help you maintain the liability protection your LLC provides. You'll find 2 videos down below, one on how to open a business bank account and another on the best business bank accounts. Step 7, publish a notice of organization with a Nebraska newspaper for 3 consecutive weeks. You'll then receive an affidavit of publication from the newspaper, and that must be submitted to the Nebraska Secretary of State within 6 months of publishing your legal notice. You can file using their e-delivery system and pay a $25 fee or $30 if you file by mail or in person. The newspaper publication must be within the same county as your principal business address. To take care of this, your registered agent may help you. You can contact the local newspaper on your own or use an online service such as PubSwift. To keep your business open and in good standing, step number 8, file a biennial report and pay a $25 fee if filed online, or $20 if submitted by mail. Reports are due by April 1st every other year. You'll submit your first report on the first odd year after your LLC was formed. If you create an LLC in 2025 or 2026, you'll file your first report between January 1st and April 1st, 2027. If you're watching this video, I'm guessing this is the first time you're creating a business, and all these steps could sound overwhelming. The Nebraska Secretary of State's website might not be the most user-friendly, and you could have questions along the way. Instead of going it on your own as I just described, or paying a lawyer potentially thousands of dollars, I recommend working with a formation service to help you get your LLC set up correctly. There are 2 formation services that we recommend, Northwest Registered Agent and doola. The process is pretty simple and easy with both of them. Before I walk you through how to form your LLC with one of them, here's when I would choose one over the other. We recommend doola if you need a registered agent and a virtual mailbox, something you're going to want if you work from home and you don't have an office. You can get both of these plus an EIN and operating agreement paying doola $297 per year plus a state fee to form your LLC. Doola doesn't charge anything for the EIN, operating agreement, or for forming your LLC. If you only want to form the LLC and you don't need a virtual mailbox, I would go with Northwest because you just pay $39 plus the state fee during the first year, and you get an operating agreement and their registered agent service for free for the first year. And then afterwards, you just pay $125 per year for them to continue to be your registered agent. Also, if you want help with bookkeeping and taxes, you might want to check out one of these two plans from doola. If you have questions on which of these services to choose, let me know down below in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. Let's run through how to create your LLC with Northwest. It's pretty similar with doola, it's just that each formation service is going to ask questions in a little bit different order. You'll find links to both in the description below. Here's what it looks like with Northwest. Click Get Started. LLC has already been selected. Scroll down and select Nebraska. You'll see the standard processing is 10 days, paying the state fee plus Northwest $39 fee. Click Continue. Enter the business name you'd like to use. If you have a lawyer and want them to receive a copy of any legal notices, select yes and enter their email. Otherwise, you can just leave it as no. Write a few words about the purpose of your business. What is your business going to do? Choose the physical address and mailing address you'd like to record with the state. I'll leave our registered agent's address selected for both. How will your LLC be managed? Will it be member managed or manager managed? Will the owners of the business manage it on their own, or will you elect a manager to run the day-to-day operations of the business for you? If at any point during the process you have questions, click on the question icon to learn more. And if you still have questions, you can contact them by phone. You'll see their number listed right here, or you can fill out this form on their contact page. I'll add my information as member 1 and leave selected our registered agent's address as the address to record with the state. If you have additional members, click Add Member and add their information. On this next screen, add your contact details, first and last name, phone number, and address. Create your Northwest account by entering your email and choosing a password. Here you can add their business identity bundle. You can get a domain, website, email, and phone free for 90 days and then $21.60 a month after that, or add them individually down below. I'm not going to add any of these though. There are other services I would rather use for my domain, website, and business email. This is a good point to mention that we have a free training that'll walk you through everything you need when starting a new business. Logo, business name, domain, website, business email, business bank account, and more. You can sign up using the link in the description. Here's some additional optional items that you may want to consider. I like that Northwest doesn't try to bundle these into different packages, forcing you to sign up for a more expensive one when maybe you want to add one additional item. If you don't want to deal with getting an EIN on your own, Northwest will get one for you for $50 if you have a social security number. Again, if you want to get it directly from the IRS, our video in the description walks you through step-by-step how to get one. You can elect to have your LLC taxes and S-Corp. If you're just starting out, you might not need this. This can help you save money on taxes, but normally it's not worth it until you're earning around $50,000 to $100,000 of profit per year through your LLC. There's a video about S-Corps down below. If you need a virtual mailbox, Northwest doesn't offer this service in Nebraska. To get one, you can use doola and form your LLC with them, or use another service like Anytime Mailbox and get your virtual mailbox from them. If you selected everything you'd like to add, click Continue. Fill out your payment information and click Done. Soon you'll have your Nebraska LLC. If you're having Northwest get your EIN, they'll ask you to fill in some additional information after the payment screen. If you found this video helpful and you'd like to support our channel, don't forget to use our affiliate links in the description when forming your LLC. We could earn a commission at no cost to you. Now it's important you don't make any common LLC mistakes with your newly created business. To avoid them, watch this video right here. And I hope to see you in another video. Bye-bye.